Howdy friends, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 6 of Timberborn, which originally streamed live on Twitch. So we'll do the more affordable, easier to execute method, I think. It also renders this pathway unwalkable, but I'll fix that later. Alright, let me hide that. I don't need that flipping at me. All adults are good. Let's let you build. How close was I to the... Oh yeah, we have the labor monument. Okay, so this is supplying awe. And as you can see, awe gives you a big boost to working speed. So we have Nutrition 1 and Nutrition 2 supplied. Awe, Comfort, and Aesthetics. No spirituality yet, but soon. Trademark, probably not soon. Alright, so this project here is going to be triple floodgates here. Levees up, like this. And you can kind of see the form factor it's going to take. Obviously, it doesn't hold a ton of water, but it's going to hold a decent amount without sacrificing too much usable land. So, you know, a reasonable compromise. And I have all but one of the breeding tanks built. What I am going to need for this is... Well, I have actually a very healthy supply of berries, so maybe I don't need to worry about that just yet. I have a ton of berries stockpiled. Oh, another drought. Well, it's a lot fewer mouths to feed. So one of the ways to stave off like a quick drought like this is to throw down just some temporary storage tanks. Ones that I will remove. The large storage tanks simply just cost too much. But because I have a very small population, it doesn't actually take very much water to keep them survived, right? So I'm just going to store some water. And this will also help me keep the breeding pods running as well. So we'll just get some storage like that. And then throw the second pumper pumping. And we'll fire... whoever's on the lumberjack flag. Where is the lumberjack flag? That's this one. So now we have two pumpers, and they're going to fill up a nice stockpile of water. Well, that project's going to take a while, given our lack of workforce, but the population is coming back. Which is it? Growth speed. So it's fun for growth speed, primarily. Social life is very important to growth speed. So the social life is the big kicker to have them age up, but then fun would help as well. But I'm not going to be able to get fun because it requires a lot of stuff that I don't currently have. A carousel, which is a lot of power, metal, gears, etc. This tank... No, this tank is full storage. I changed it back since. Alright, I do actually need a lumberjack after all, so... Where's at the lumber mill? Stop. You become a lumberjack. And... I'm going to remove one of the builders at the district pump for another lumberjack. So we can supply the water for additional water tanks. And now the children to adult ratios can be all sorts of thrown off. Like a post-World War population wave. But yeah, these are getting built pretty quick. Okay, so we're less than a day away. Let's see how many more I can build. When my pop bounces back, all the maple trees will be ready. As long as I keep a forester employed. Alright, let's raise these up to the 0.5 mark. And 1.5 for the triple. Ooh, big wave. Sorry, water pumper. Well, that water pumper just got fired, but that's okay. Alright, top that up. Start to flood the back. And top this up. Wait until this hits 1. And top this up. Whoa. The slider sometimes, like, gets sticky. And you have to tab back it, or make sure you, like, release it. Alright, so we're overflowed right before the drought. Are we overflowed down here? Yeah, we're close. Yeah, there it goes. 1. Alright, so drought started is a 13-day drought. And I'm just going to take this one more seriously and min-max my water usage in a way that I didn't do before, which was very much my fault. I thought it would be fine, and, well, yeah, it wasn't. I wasn't. Hey, we have the shredder. I just realized the shredder's built. Cool. So with the shredder built, we can start to open up the lumber mills again. This lumber mill can go kaputskis. I don't need it. And yeah, lumber milling. So let's go ahead and open up a power wheel and a lumber mill. Forget the gear workshop for now. We'll just do planks. But it's flooded, so it's going to take a second, because even during the day, it goes. So now, where are people working? You can stop. Where'd you move over to? There. There we go. Okay, perfect. So we have a lumber mill running. And I think what I'm going to do is start to prep the real project that I wanted, which is the explosives and wood. So wood, actually the paper mill should be first, and then the explosives will go here. So let me put the explosives down where I want it. Explosives factory in this spot. And I have enough science to unlock a dynamite. And the way dynamite works is, I'll just show you, I don't have any dynamite obviously, but you paint the area and it just blows up the tile beneath it. There's no way to put dirt back, you can only remove it. So it's a one-way method, like stationeers. Just to warn you. Alright, so the paper mill's next, and obviously that's going to require some gears. So at some point we're going to need to spin up the gear workshop, but probably when we have a little bit more adult labor available. And I think what I'm going to do is actually pause and not withdraw any water from my water sources. Yeah, I'm going to pause and not withdraw any water from my water sources so that I guess I'll have a... I don't need inventors right now. What do I need? A farmer. Well, my builders are starting to they're continuing to work on the additional stopgap levee, which is good. I'm just going to lower the priority of it so that we work on the other things first, specifically the paper mill. But the paper mill's paused, isn't it? So let me unpause that. And it looks like I'm going to need to cut some logs. So... No, I do have a lumberjack. Yeah, okay. Cool. Let me move the lumberjack flag that I have active. It's one closer to the maples. And I don't need to be on a 24-hour day anymore, so I went back to 19. Entro and Jungle, thanks for the follows. Isn't it better to store water in your tanks? Yeah, yeah, it is. So the small water tanks aren't that efficient, and the large water tanks are very expensive. So I'd love to have a large water tank, but as you can see, the cost is 20 gears. And I don't have 20 gears, so it's one of these things that, like, absolutely eventually I'm going to have a few of them, as, you know, for security. But currently, I just, they're unaffordable. I just don't have the gears for it. So I'd rather just store water in geography instead. It's cheaper, even if it does evaporate. So it's imperfect, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, some died. We had our last drought. Some perished. You can see the log here. So here was day 7, cycle 7, day 1. But we have a whole bunch of breeding tanks going to replenish, even throughout the drought. So we should have a pop boom very soon. Actually, I have 2 unemployed, so more wood and potatoes. I got to keep an eye on my labor force because we have so many tanks going. Yeah, they were sacrificed to the labor monument. Honestly, that is partially true. I need to update my goals. I haven't done that in forever. So what are we really working on right now? Just maintenance, really. Survive this. Wow, I can't spell at all. Survive this drought. Repopulation, I guess, but that's a passive goal. I already have a farmer working. The next one I will have is a planter. For the next shell that ages up. That might be a little while. So paper mill has all but the gears. Gears require planks. So what it could do is build up a nice little stockpile of planks and then invest it into gears. But I think what we're also doing is putting the planks into the platforms here. I think is what's going on. Or maybe the levees that I don't see that are off screen. Oh, 2 more children just got born. I think what I'll do is pause all the things that require planks, so we're not using the planks where I don't want them. And that way I can focus on building up a plank supply to turn into gears to be able to unlock the paper mill. Next lot, child labor. Oh, Frostpunk. Making people make super questionable decisions constantly. All right, those 2 lumberjack flags are full, so I'm going to employ those guys as builders to haul the lumber instead. And I think one of them just got employed as the planting farmer. So we have a planting farmer now. No, and you can see the levees getting built. And then on the other side of the levees, I will make more levees. So there is the water storage that we're going to need, with some random wooden stairs that we could probably ignore. In fact, I could have those wooden stairs. Because all this will eventually be underwater, we can just have this strange road that leads nowhere. Who cares? Is it walkable by my builders? Yeah, it's all walkable by my builders, I guess. Cool. Eight children, 8 adults. Yep, we're getting outpaced. The young ones are taking over. Gen Z in full force. We're down to about 50 water. So next employment, I think I'm going to stick someone in the deep water pump here to start drawing from the south. Because I can dry this out completely without really caring all that much. Because, oh well, some trees go dry. Not a big deal. I have a lot of trees that are full grown. And then that keeps the top half watered longer. And then once the top half dries out, I'll do a dam release. I'm going to wait until it's fully dry, because that would be the most efficient. The most efficient timing. All right, my planks, my lumber miller is going to go into the gear workshop. Or not. There we go. Into the gear, no, still, yeah, there we go. Into the gear workshop. At only 42% efficiency, that's fine. And they're gonna... Let's raise that efficiency up to 67 or something. Where'd they end up getting employed? Come on. There we go. Up to 83% efficiency to make some gears. Because we need 15 gears for the paper mill, and then 30 gears for the explosive factory. Hope my children age up quick. What's my plans for the dynamite? My plan is up here to create a bit of a stream. So the plan here is to demolish some of this so I can have water start to run into a giant tank where I store a lot of water up here. And speaking of that, I am going to continue working on this temporary levee here until it's done, because this is a cheap, easy, quick project. But then once this is done, I'm going to focus on that. Because once this giant tank up here is done, like, I will never, ever, ever need to worry about droughts ever again. I will have enough water that I just won't, blink at it. And then once these floodgates are done, I can actually remove these floodgates here and the levees here to contain even more water, and even demolish some of the land out to store more water down here as well. Have I played Rift Breaker? Yeah, I have. I have indeed played it. Oh, 2 unemployed. Let me get them employed. So one is going to be lumber milling, and the other is going to be power wheeling. There we go. 88% efficient of planks to gears. Yeah, our pop's bouncing back. We're almost up to 20. With the iron teeth, there's actually a method that you can set up that you could be drought proof by setting up a water tank that's full and breeding pods separate from everything else on off grid, so that even if everybody dies, you can unpause the water tanks or the breeding pods and then have water tanks for them to draw at until they become aged up to adults. It's possible. I'm not going to play that way. But you can design yourself with like a perfect insurance policy like that. All right, 5 days left. I think I'm going to switch where I'm pumping water up to the up tank, leaving a little bit of water here, you know, just in consideration of my trees. Because I'm managing this drought a lot better than I did the last one. They're funny little voices. If Yoda could talk, that's what he would sound like. Alright. Half 50%, no problem. I definitely need more lumberjack flags. I have a lot of people working the planking, but no one actually cutting down the trees. So let me move some people around for that. So, who do I need to fire? I'm going to fire 1 and 2 for lumberjack and another lumberjack. John Banshee, thanks for the resub. Your trees survive longer than my beavers? Yep. Trees could go without water a lot longer. You're not wrong about that. Pop up to 20. We've bounced back. I'm obviously going to want to pause some of these tanks soon once our pop gets up to like, I don't know, 25 or so. Because otherwise we're going to have a bit too many. An unemployed 3. All right, let me fix this. What do we want? We want... I'm actually going to re-employ the forester, re-employ the griller, and re-employ the lumber mill. I think I just... Nope. Oops. Yeah, re-employ the lumber mill. There it is. And I'm going to fire one of the farmhouse for a power wheel. Got enough crops. I'm not that worried about crops right now. So the forester will help to replace some of the trees that have already been cut down, because there's a lot of spots of trees that have been felled but not replaced. 3 days left of this drought. We've got 33% of our water left in the main river. The bottom river has droplets, but it's fine. Doesn't need much more than that. Right, buddy? And 4 unemployed. Wow, that's a big age up. Where do I want them? I want 1 more in the farmhouse. And 1 as a builder. Ooh. I'm not sure. One is a berry collector. And another tree cutter, I guess. Yeah, that's a big batch of babies. Right, buddy? He's like, don't touch me. You startled me, human. How am I satisfying leisure? Social life? Okay, social life could be better. So I'm going to do a rooftop terrace build here. It's going to be a little expensive, but I don't mind it. Where I'm going to have just stairs up to it. Like this, and platforms. Like I said, a little bit expensive, but it's going to look fancy. It's for the aesthetics. I could have done this a lot cheaper, but I don't care. So there it is. My rooftop terrace, and that will help to satisfy a bunch of the social requirement demands. I have tons of planks, tons of wood, so that should be really easy to do. And I'll employ some more builders once they age up. Pop 24. I think I'll cap at about 30. So 1.5 days left of the drought. I still have a lot of water to release if I need it. And I have my paper mill now. So I'm going to pause that, not employ anyone. Now I want the explosives factory built. For that, I'm going to need to have people working at the shredder, but I'm not going to start shredding until I have a flow of water, because the shredder requires a lot of horsepower that my little wheels aren't going to be able to supply all that effectively, unless I power everything else down. So we're pretty close to being able to blow things up. Very close indeed. All right, water level's at 0.09, 1 day left. With 1 day left, I might as well just go leak some. And then additionally leak some down here. There's no point in being that stingy and not having these trees be healthy, right? Because there's just no case for me to run out of water at this point. I'm fine. This isn't hubris, this is just good estimation about water remaining. We're good. This drought, we passed. And for the next drought, we're going to focus on doubling the locks here. Which means these old floodgates are going by the wayside to make more room for water using the new floodgates. Which will be prioritized. Let's prioritize it now. So that we have them at the ready for next drought. And then this will probably handle the next drought fine. And then this project, using the explosives, will handle all future droughts. The mega project to end all droughts. Sounds lofty, but it's real. Alright, this little warehouse I can get sooner. So let's actually set this to 1 shy of max. Just so that if I need something else sooner, I can do it. Kind of like oxygen not included, setting everything to like 10. Sometimes unnecessary. Okay, I have more pop. Sweet. Pop explosion. Do my rooftop terraces need yep, they do. They need that there. Okay, now they're all set. Drought has ended, and we should be supplying the social life that they demand, I think. I like the design of that. I think it looks cool. Your opinion may differ, but it's only aesthetics. So if we take a look at the social life, it should shoot up from like 17 to full. Alright, and soon we'll have a flow of water. So as soon as our water wheels start turning, I will fire the ones on the wheels and employ them as like a shredder and a paper miller, building up a nice supply of paper. And let's lower these floodgates to the lowest because the drought is over. I'm not going to do the paper mill yet, actually. So we have 1 unemployed. Where are you going to be employed? We'll employ you at the other water pump so we can top up our tanks. Because our water was really low. We let it sort of run low during the drought, but we can run it back up now. Okay, so we're starting to get the metal for what will be the explosives factory. But this project is the primary goal at the moment. 25 pop and a hydrant. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Just 1 second. Got to get that nasty film on the top of my coffee off. There we go. Cheers. Mahai Goku. One drink on you, buddy. Yep, I'm up to 27 pop. I think I'm going to push to 30 and then pause. Or reduce it down to like 2 tanks at 30. I can't really move any of these connectors very easily, so I'm just going to leave them be. This new storage is... I'm not worried about connecting it because I'm going to connect it with something built on top, as you'll see in once I get the platforms up like this. I'm just going to build another. Well, I guess I could just show you. I'm going to build a lumber mill here or here and have it connected just fine. Something like that. Maybe that way. I don't know. It'll point somewhere. Maybe not even a lumber mill. Maybe it could be a printing press or something like that. Actually, where is the... Let me see. Or a grist mill. Yeah, maybe the grist mill. Let me unlock the grist mill. Yeah, I could do the grist mill. I don't know. I'll brainstorm it. But I actually don't want these platforms yet, because I might be uncommittal to this warehouse. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're right there. I'll just be uncommittal to the warehouse and move it to be actually physically connected. Something, some layout like that, maybe. Let's get rid of these then. And that way we can power above. Maybe not there. Maybe like this and this. Yeah, that will work. Something like that. This is probably all the storage I'm ever going to need. Right? And then have it go up like that. So I can pause that. These only cost logs, so I can build those now. And then we can start to put back these small tanks that I blew up. Needlessly. Carelessly. Impatiently. Alright, so the floodgates are getting supplied. I definitely need some planks for that, so... getting another... lumber mill would be good. One of the spots that I had eyeballed for a lumber mill would be like here. Oops, like there. Something like that. So let's get another lumber mill up. Let's prioritize all the things that requires as very high. And that way we can crank the planks with all this free-flowing power. And then I'll move where this ladder is to be this will be the universal ladder that I use. Once I have more planks. I'm gonna eventually run out of scrap, so that's another thing I'm gonna have to keep an eye on. And I just got a bunch of unemployed people, so... science? For now? Because I don't really have anything better to do at the moment. Because this forester's basically done. These loggers are logging full time. That forester's good. That logger's logging full time. I guess more food. Yeah, actually 2 of these researchers go to the farmhouses. That's good. That'll work. Actually, I don't know if I want that, but whatever. Too late. Hey, JD. Welcome. All right, Operation Second Lumber Mill. 30 gears needed for the explosives that we're building up slowly. And this triple floodgate is nearly supplied. All the levees are just about done. And then the requiring planks underneath this, or platforms, are the highest priority. Oh no, they're not highest priority. Couldn't see them from before. So now they're highest priority. So this should be built quite soon. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can see it doing it. Good, good, good. 2 unemployed. Thanks for seeing that. Let me get them as inventing. And 1 homeless, so I'm going to pause all but a singular tank. Letting our pop naturally drop a little bit. Granted, most of them are very, very, very young, so it's going to take a while for that to work itself out. I'm missing 2 levees? Yeah, I'm missing 2 levees where I'm going to have a bridge. Levees are very quick to build because they just cost lumber, so I'm not going to worry about that. For right now. Because what I'm going to need to do is build a ramp over that, like stairs up and stairs down to get to the other side if I want to. What I could actually do is raise this all up 1 tier to even supply, or 2 tiers to supply even more water if I really wanted to. So that's like kind of an eventual goal. So once this lumber mill is done, I will raise the level. I'll focus on the triple floodgates, and then I'll start to do the bridge as like an order of operations. So we're almost done with the platforms required for the lumber mill. It's close. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to really push it now. Let's, for tradition's sake, you know it. Alright, I'm going to pause the gear, because I don't need gears more than I need planks. So let's keep the planks as planks. And where's my dang lumber mill? Parker Harris, thanks for the follow. Come on, lumber mill. Come on, lumber mill. When you just... Oh, this is paused. Damn. Hurry! I thought I had more time. I was a fool. Worst case scenario, I could levee it up and just let it spill and slosh. And I might have to do that, actually. I'm gonna do that. I'm worried about not making the cut. Out of an abundance of caution, this is needed. 1 floodgate I can manage because most of the planks have already been delivered, 12 of 15. But I can't wait for that last one. I just can't. The last 2. Mush! Hurry! Oh, unemployed 3. 1, 2, and I don't know. 3, I guess. Just a whole bunch of inventors. Excuse me. I'll fix it with coffee. "24-hour workdays don't really work all that well because they have to sleep anyway. And I think given that I'm only doing levees, we'll hit the mark, no problem. But if I come close, noted. Look at all these trees that I haven't even touched. Giant arboretum, untouched entirely. I guess I could start cutting it. Let's do it. More wood. Whoa! Yep. So, yep. It's going to be flooding a little bit as these levees get built, mind you. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. But an acceptable problem. We need the water. Alright, levees get built. What's going on with this floodgate? Ah, no, down. Don't flood. Alright, so as you can see, there's going to be some spill, because there's only so much space for the water to go into. Yep. I'm glad I didn't wait for those other floodgates, because it wasn't going to work. Oh, the lumber mill is up. Alright, let's get someone working in there. There it is. Done. Double lumber mill and the gear workshop. Good. Alright, now all that we need is this here. These levees. And that one was not prioritized high. And we have 1 day to do it. And I think we can get it done. I believe. How's my hydration? Yeah, that's a good point. My tanks look okay. Let's raise up to 0.5. So we can start stocking water a little bit better for the dry time. Come on, guys. What the frick? Deliver. Nothing else matters but this. Okay, there they go. And one more. Okay, we're good. Yep. Done. Okay, let's start flooding at 0.6. Yeah, let's start flooding. So, flood the bottom. Whoosh. Some people are going to be unemployed. You're all inventors. Put on your brainy caps now. And then, as soon as that is... Yeah, that's flooded. Let's flood... Let's not flood the middle just yet. I'll wait to 0.3. And we will put... We made the cut, so I'll put the normal music back on. Make sure that I don't do a weird repeat thing. So let's raise this up. And raise this up. So look at all that water built up. That's a lot of water. Might not even fill before the drought kicks in, but that's still like double the amount of water I had stocked before last drought. And it's only a 13-day drought. So obviously I needed to leave a little bit more time, but I think that's plenty of water. I can't imagine needing more than that. I can also build this up vertically and have it raise the floodgate at some point if I needed to. But I think we're good. I see that I'm over time, but I'm going to go a little bit over time because y'all don't mind, right? As long as the boss allows it. Alright, I'd like to get to the point... I think the good ending point would be when we get to blow things up. So let me go employ some people running the wheels. Okay, 2 unemployed. pause that. I have all the metal blocks I need, so I don't need the shredder anymore. We just need gears and planks for the explosives factory. And then once we have the explosives factory, we can really start terraforming however we want. That's when it gets wild. So for all of the extra lumber I have, let's go ahead and start levying up the edge here where I'm going to store my water. Actually, maybe not that far over. I'll do it up to here. Like that. Big old tub of water. Yeah, man. And this is going to store water for me so that no matter how bad my droughts are, I don't have to stress about it. That's basically the purpose of that project. I'm going to need some scaffolding for this. To be able to build this whole thing. But I think the best way to do scaffolding would be triple platforms here, single platforms here, and then to be able to walk around the edge. So I can actually physically walk and build. And then up here, I'm going to do this now. Up here, it's going to be like this. Just so it's a smoother incline or whatever. So this here is going to be my highest priority. So I can easily walk to where I need to work. And this natural slope I'm actually getting rid of now. I no longer need it. I'm going to put an artificial slope here and here instead. Or what we call stairs. Because, yeah, they're not slopes. Alright, and I should have plenty of planks to build those, no problem. And then, the super levee project. And as you can see, that will solve a lot of my water problems. And I'm going to, if you're wondering, create the levee all the way down here, too. So we have this 6 deep levee, and then everything that isn't 6 deep will get nuked until it becomes 6 deep. With dynamite! So I think that's probably good dimensions for the levee. I can't imagine needing more than that. More would be a little overkill. I might need to prioritize it so that we build it in layers like a 3D printer. But something like that. And then, yeah. There's one other little bit of the project I want to add to this. But I'm not going to stress that. Slayer, thanks for the gifted sub. Cheers, man. Where we need to feed to it. But I'm going to be feeding it with a dynamited trickle down this way. Okay, so the path is now done. We can easily walk up there. And now it's just filling in. The other thing I wanted to add to this, if you're wondering, was a floodgate, which is going to, I know, look a little strange up here. But it's going to be a triple floodgate here that allows for a stream of water to come out. A very man-made stream of water. But a stream of water to come out down like an artificial incline that I make. With an embankment, which I'll keep paused. And then I can irrigate everything out this way, if I want to. But again, like I said, this will be the lowest priority of the project. So, there we go. And that's how to get water out when I need it. Oh, also the other way to get water out when I need it is pumps. So, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to have water pumps water pumps, the deep water pumps can have a depth of 6. So I'll be putting deep water pumps around here on stilts that feed to large water tanks that then supply water to the whole everybody. So I think the ones that are most needed are these here, because they're at the deepest levels. So we'll start with this section and then work our way up. Again, a mega project, like I said. It's a late game mega project. And it mostly just requires raw wood, which is why I have all the massive groves of maple to supply it. I really don't have any issues of supplying that amount of wood because I just have huge forests at this point. Pause the levee at the road to leave a path. Well, I can have a path that runs both ways, right? I can have a path that runs out here and a path that runs out there. And then I can even have stairs that go up. In fact, how would I design it to have stairs that go up? For ease. But that will be a very low priority stairs. Log. Yeah, I don't think there's a log down there. Cursed log. Hold on, guys. Oh, it went away. Okay, cool. Jim Bob, thanks for the bits. Thanks, dear Jim. Yeah. Big projects. Big projects. I love seeing Zero's emotes in chat. Any friend of Zero is a friend of mine. How's my explosives coming? 11 more gears, 7 more planks. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to make that a high priority so that we definitely supply it. Currently, with the amount of hamster wheels that I have, the efficiency of these gear workshops aren't fantastic. I could probably add to it if I wanted to by increasing the amount of hamster wheels that I have. Would not be a terrible idea. Thank you for tuning in to Timberborn, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, as well as a link to Discord, where you can chat about Timberborn in real time. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope to catch you next episode, or an upcoming stream. Farewell, everybody.